Hello, dear friends, lovely audiences. Welcome to the East-West Show, Jack Chow with G&E TV. Today, joining me is one of our wonderful elected officials, and he and I, we wear the same face, Asian American, City Council member, Tony Wu of West Covina. Sir, welcome to the show.
Good morning, yes.
Very good. And I've noticed that since you took office during the little more than 2 years time.
Less than 2 years.
Less than 2 years time, you put a lot of change to the city council, both the city culture and the city activities. And I noticed recently that you have been to China for twice.
Correct.
Once in June,
Yes.
beginning of summer, and the second time, which is right
September,
now, you
yes.
just came back.
Correct.
Right. So I would like to share with you on the concept, because the other day when I called you to book this show down, you were talking about the people-to-people, the grassrooted relationship, right? So, and I would like to take that as a starting point for you to let us know what you have done, what you have seen, what you felt, so on and so forth, about how West Covina can connect internationally with other countries and other people, please.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I think a lot of people, a lot of curiosity, they say, hey, why suddenly a city council from West Covina starting going to China so often? Because it looked like in June, in September, and I went twice just in such a short time. So I explained to my residents during the city council meeting a couple of days ago. And at the end of a meeting, we have a so-called city council common. So I explained about what happened. So basically, I'm in the United States for almost 35 years. For these 35 years, I never been in China. Even I can speak Mandarin. And due to my business, okay, and at that time, when my parents still alive, still live in Taiwan. So if I have a chance, I will travel to Taiwan to see my parents rather than spend time to go to some other places.
Yeah, mainland China, yeah.
Yes, correct. Okay, so I don't have that opportunity till in 2015. My mother passed away, and my father passed away a while ago, back in 1999. So in that way, I just don't have any responsibility to go to Taiwan anymore.
I see.
And so I have if I have a time, then I have to go to my any tentacle to any places. So in June, by chance, we talked about this last time, and I got an invitation from Kunming, the Yunnan province.
Kunming or Yunnan province, yeah.
Correct, okay, and the Kunming city, and they have a so-called international business forum, and they want to invite some city from United States. And I remember last time I told you that we are just a replacement due to the person has been...
emergency.
Yes, just 2-3 weeks. And since they pay for everything, and I think it's an opportunity to really take a look about the growth, the improvement, and of China. And plus, since I never been in China, my concepts possibly be different than if I physically be there. So that's the first trip, and I went with Councilman Johnson. So two of us as a delegation to Kunming, and we made a presentation. We basically talk about West Covina. We talk about how we trade to each other, how we exchange culture.
Introduction.
Correct. And we have the chance to talk to almost thousands of people in that forum, and become very successful. And because we are the only city in the United States attend that forum, and so we acquainted quite a lot of different cities from China. So that's why it happened. Okay, so in August I received a series of cities, and they want to invite us. Okay, and West Covina. To kind of to present our city, and hopefully can have a relationship with the city of China. And this time, since it's a series of cities, so time's a little bit longer, and plus the traveling kind of scary due to you have different province and city. And I just back from China in June. I'm thinking about, should I just go one more time? It's very tiresome because it's
very compact way, back to back.
Correct. But again, just like last time I say, opportunity come, you don't want to miss it. You have to grab it, even they have some potential consequence. But you see, this is a good thing. then I decided to take it again. So this time it's called a mayor delegation trip to China of a so-called economic exchange. And so we form a delegation. That's what they request. They want correct. They want a mayor, a city councilman, and a business representative.
Ah.
So this time we went 3 person.
I see.
So I invite our current mayor is Corey Warshaw.
Ah, okay. Mr. Warshaw, yeah.
Yeah, he's about 67, 68 years old. And then I invite the Greater West Covina Business Association President Andy McIntyre. He's about 35 years old, but he cannot go. And he say his father, Bill McIntyre, is a well-known business owner of a McIntyre company in our West Covina area. So he said he will go, and he's 70 years old. So meaning I have to take care of 2 70 years old men. And then we formed this delegation. So we have a mayor, city councilman, and a business owner represent West Covina, become a very
big way.
Big way. So it's very formal and the delegation. So we went to China in
several
September
cities,
1st.
right?
Several cities. So we Air China, and I told them slow boat to China. I'm just joking. It's a movie. So we went to China. In Beijing first. Then we had to transfer. In Beijing to take another flight to Changchun. Because Changchun,
Jilin province.
Correct. Near to North Korea border. And
no wonder the other day at the forum with the Jilin province, you said so much about Jilin.
I just come back.
And I said, you knew Jilin so much.
I just came back.
Like the back of your hand.
Correct. And the Jilin has the 11th annual Northeast China District Business Expo. So it's a big event. So we have been invited to attend this event again to present West Covina. So we acquainted the business, and the government official, and we even has a chance to meet the deputy governor of Jilin, Mr. Lin Wu. So we even build a relationship with them. And then they even give us a tour of the Changchun city, including now we understand Changchun is famous with their movie business. Changchun Studio.
And automobile business.
And Changchun has a very famous and the base, the anchor of the China automobile industry. So they are building a lot of manufacturers of the car in China. So this is something Jilin, Changchun famous about. But not only that, they show about the soft, and not only the hardware. We went to see some of the software. For example, the sculpture park of Changchun. It is unbelievable. I pull everything. Sculptures like famous sculptor of China. And they put all their art piece, masterpiece into the park. The park is huge, and I post everything on my Facebook. Last time.
That's where you caught my attention. I said, I can't wait till Mr. Wu comes back to get him on my show.
Yes, and that again, since my Facebook work in China, if I have a chance, I post everything I see, everything I hear. I post on my Facebook. So I become the ear and the eye for my residents, because my Tony Wu Facebook is public, and on purpose I want to do as a transparency. So my resident, and the people interested can see my Facebook and basically understand what we went through.
Where you go, what you do,
correct? Who we met,
who you met with, so on and so forth.
Yes. So what kind of meeting we have? Who is the person? So I got a lot of responses from my resident asking about what the heck is that, what is that, what is that. So I have to explain to them at the same time. So I do the interactive, it's like a instant show for my resident to understand where we're going, what we're doing.
Sound like a Donald Trump West Covina.
No, no. I'm just. He used
Facebook guy.
He used the
Twitter.
Guy. He used the Twitter. I use the Facebook.
Yeah, the Twitter
and he
guy.
He like to put a line. No, I put pictures. Picture is more vivid. People can see. People can see the color. People can see what's going on. People can see the face. Okay, and so anyway, after Changchun, then we took the first time I took the bullet train, okay, to Shenyang. Shenyang is the capital of Liaoning.
Of Liaoning, yes.
There is 8.6 million of population. So we went over there. Then we have right away a delegation meeting with Shenyang, okay, their official. For example, their secretary of the state, okay, so more like their deputy governor. So we have a meeting with them, and then we have a meeting with all different of a person in charge of foreign affairs.
I see.
And so we went to so-called a friendly hotel and to have all those meeting.
I
So
see.
it's pretty impressive. And then we right away went to Fushun.
Fushun, also in Liaoning.
Yes, okay, and it's only about an hour drive from Liaoning, from Shenyang, and they are interested to be a sister city with us, or friendly city.
Oh, good, like sister cities.
Yeah, so we arrive, okay, and they right away show us about their development. They show us about their water park, their future development with all those model, and okay, even show us about what their future plan will be. So this is all very interesting. And then we went through all their scenery and to see what Fushun look like.
I see.
Yes, and then we met with their mayor and the potential see can we both sides to be a relationship as a friendly city. And one thing happened, because I told them, we over there is not just to be sightseeing and shaking hands because it wastes our time or waste my time. I'm over there to see how can I help to improve your neighborhood, your community, and my community or
And vice versa. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Because I see the problem they have of northeast of China, their deficit, their GDP is deficit. Okay, now they improve a little bit, but they're still they're struggling, and they are heavy industrialized before, but now entire economy changing. They do the adjustment. The same thing to my city. My city has been kind of obsolete for previous 25 years. Now I become a city council. I want to run like a business. So I bring in the investor, I bring in the fame and the promotion. And then what I can see to help them is how can we make this traffic easier, meaning direct flight. Okay, Shenyang, okay, they have a big airport in Shenyang. So why not fly directly to Ontario Airport?
Ontario to Fushun. Or to Shenyang.
Shenyang, okay. Fushun doesn't have an airport. They're using the Shenyang airport.
Oh, Shenyang, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so in that way, it's 40 minutes drive. For us, it's only 15 minutes drive to Ontario.
Yes.
And as a city council, we have some say to help them to maybe set this up. Ontario airport flight directly to Shenyang. And it really will be changing entire northeast.
Yes.
Of their traffic.
That's quite a thing, very durable now. Very durable now.
And I have that connection.
Okay, my dear friend, my dear audience, today I have this very, very exciting opportunity to chat with my dear friend Tony Wu, council member of West Covina, and also he's a banker, he's a developer, he's everything. He's a businessman, quote unquote. He will run the city of West Covina like in a business way, all right? Sure enough, he's running. He made trips to China twice already, and with the connection at the bottom line, therefore, between people to people, and I see, the way I see it starts working. So stay with us. We'll be right back after this short break. Hello, my dear friends, my lovely audience. Welcome back to the discussion about the people relationship. Joining me is my good friend, Tony Wu, council member of West Covina. He is, like I said, a banker also. He is a developer also. He is a businessman, in one word, running this beautiful city of West Covina in a business way. For the past 2 years, we see changes. We see the exchange programs. We see after-school programs. We see the programs where entrepreneurs join the party, right? In the past, they used to be bystanders, or even I have nothing to do with it. Now they are part of it because they have kids in school, kids might want to learn piano. And the piano teacher, piano school might need help. And then you move the whole thing around. You spin the wheel, right?
Correct.
That's the other part of the discussion some of the time. Now we're talking about his visit to China, trying to motivate people the same way. The same way, because in the city called Fushuan, he noticed there is an area he can kick in, or West Covina can kick in. And then in West Covina, they might see, next time they're here, they might see something they can kick in, all right? And then sister city, the subject of a sister city being brought up. So back to the sister city, was that just a kind of a word, or is it officially proposed?
Okay, so basically it's a formally proposed.
Oh,
so
formally proposed.
They may are coming up, but everything has to be voted later on, okay, discussed by our city council.
Yeah.
And same thing to them too. They have a system to do it, but it's just like we need to know each other first. Okay, we need to know what their city can offer.
But the mayor level, but council member level,
correct.
That was
government
officially government to government. That was officially proposed.
Correct. And then what my point is this: since we represent the West Covina city, we there, but at the same time, I see what the problem they have. And I give them my suggestion. Okay, I see their issue is they do not have an international connection. What you see the high-rise building, they see everything's nice. Shenyang, 8.6 million population, you see high-rise building, but on the street you see not one foreigner, okay, walking, okay, shopping at all. So meaning because inconvenience of traffic and that doesn't have an international connection, okay, and people now they can speak English. My colleagues asking for ice water, they have no idea what the ice water is.
I see.
Okay, they're not even used to it. We like ice. Okay, when we drinking water, we want to put ice inside, but over there everybody's drinking the hot water. Okay,
the same thing happens to me. And when I visit my family, relatives, or even close relatives, everywhere I go, I ask for ice.
But they don't have. Or they don't have no idea what you're talking about. So my point is this: they not enough of output, okay. And if they want to improve their life or their current situation, they need to, okay, and connect is okay outside. They only connect to Korea or Japan. It's not enough. They need to connect to most important country. That would be United States. And then the commute will be an issue. They have to fly to Seoul to exchange. They have to fly to Beijing to exchange and to transfer, and they become redundant and difficult.
People, transportation,
correct,
right? All right.
And another thing, I talked to the people over there, the business, okay, owner, they say they want to do education. Then my suggestion for them is this: then you come over here to the United States, hire maybe a bunch of our college kids, and teach your young kid or even adult.
Oh, that's a good idea.
As an English teacher, okay, and from then they can bring their family.
Lots of college graduates or nearby that area, young people at that age, needs to look around for the intern opportunity.
Correct.
Right?
And then you can go to China. Not only you can see the different cultures, exotic, okay, different location, and plus you can make some money and acquaintance and make friends. And it's become a cultural education exchange. So that's my suggestion to the local people, and they say, oh, that's a good idea. Because over here, okay, my college kid, okay, my college student, okay, I think they will go, okay, in my West Covina neighborhood.
Yeah, that's a beautiful proposal.
Yes.
I'll give you an example that reminds me of about Mayor Young, former mayor of Yorba Linda, Craig Young. He had a son. He went to China at the age of, during his senior years, right? He went for an intern opportunity, and after that, he was kept by the school. And then, after several years, he was employed by the school.
Correct.
And end up with one of the top employees.
So what I can offer them is this: I can offer them the idea. I can offer them the problem they have, because outside, I look inside right now, I see the problem they have. So and what I can help them can help us, meaning help West Covina too. Due to if they really want to approach outside, why not approach West Covina and my college?
But they have lots of coal.
Not yet. Not yet. No, it's past. My understanding, I talked to them, one of the time you guys are so so-called coal
city. Coal mine, right? Coal
okay,
mine
but
city.
they say they're not kind of reduce much less than before. Now it's other province doing that. But my point is this, I go back to what the airport is. So we talk back about the Ontario airport, okay? That's what I can offer there sincerely. And they get very excited, okay? And the official Fusun or Shenyang, they all like, hey, this is a very good idea, okay? If we can have a direct flight, okay, and then we can make our personnel in and out very easy. Then we can open up, okay, internationally. Hopefully, get some of investment.
Yeah, last time I interviewed Kurt Hagman, supervisor of Ontario. Of San Bernardino, right?
San Bernardino,
San Bernardino. And he was exactly looking for connections like what you mentioned.
Then he need to talk to me because right now I have so many connections. So next time you tell him.
Yeah, probably. I want to make the connection. He's looking around everywhere.
Because right now
for the secondary city to be connected.
Right now I have the connection of China, and they already called me.
Good.
They called me so many times. And Shenyang is a big city, and when you in Shenyang, basically you in entire northeast of China.
Northeast China.
Okay, and then over there has a lot of potential. Right now they may be in some kind of a deficit, but that's what opportunity. Okay, if you go to Beijing, Shanghai, you have no opportunity at all. But now if you go to Kunming, the southwest or northeast China, it's opportunity all places because they need it.
You know the city Wuxi, you know Wuxi, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Wuxi just started.
Yes.
Wuxi and Ontario.
Yeah, Ontario and Nanchang, okay, Ontario, Wuxi, okay, and I think, but they are all like a third level of city, and Shenyang is a second level.
So Shenyang is the big one.
Much
Shenyang
bigger,
is,
okay, and then again, because the distance is closer to the United States, just fly over the the Anchorage, and then you can go to Shenyang. I think the flight would be much easier, okay, and it's doable.
Yeah, and very durable,
yeah.
yes.
And seeing, when I say this, everybody, including my group, including the official over there, they all get so excited about this idea. I don't know why they never think about that. Okay, when I see it, I just say, make this easier, direct flight, and it will create
because
job.
you're a businessman.
It will create job for my district, my neighborhood, and the same thing to them too. And then now, I want to go to a very important another trip. So from there, then we went to Beijing, back to Beijing again. Then we went to Jinzhou, Hubei. Hubei.
Oh, Hubei.
Yes, Jinzhou is like Guangdong, the Guanyuncang, the 大义市 Jinzhou. The Jinzhou is close to Wuhan. Wuhan is about 30 million population. It's a kind of fourth level city. And the Jinzhou is about.
Jinzhou is a very small town, I believe.
No, it's about 6 million people.
Oh yeah.
China is huge. It's 1.4 billion. Okay, each city is all like million.
Okay.
This one, Jinzhou, is about 6.6 million population.
Oh, that's a big population.
Yeah,
already.
it's more like a district, but the center of the city is about 2 million, and then you have all the district all combined about 6 million population. So we went there. We took the bullet train about 5.5 hours. To there, and we met the mayor. And we went through their eminent domain, how they tear down all the old home, and we saw it, and they show us, and how they want to make entire area become a new development. It cannot happen in the United States, but it happened in China, I think all the places, and you see even Jinzhou, you see hundreds of cranes, and building the building and doing the nice development. So all that is all extremely impressive, but the point is that they still lack of so-called software. Hardware is good. Software meaning how to make inside the people and make it more smooth. And then you have a more international connection.
Yeah, concept.
And they accept that. They say the same thing. They want to have an international connection. And the nighttime, I went to a night market. I really want to see the people. So in Beijing or in Liaoning, or in Jinzhou, nighttime, I always want to go to
the street. It's an investigation trip.
Correct. I want to go to the night bar. I want to see how the young people play. And in Shenyang, I see the young people play. It's like 30 years ago of United States, so they're still not there yet. And the band is very old and not a good band. But and the way the young people is just very not hip yet. So they're still not and connected international.
In that whole area, you still have the say.
Yes.
You have the right of the say because that's your business.
Correct.
You had a major in film, right?
Correct.
Right?
So I'm very interested to see people.
Yeah, sure.
I want to see the young people. I want to see the old people. I want to see how they live their life. I don't want to only see the government show me their industrial, their development. I want to see how people live in their life, how they hang out, how they at nighttime, how they enjoy the entertainment. But now here I want to say the biggest fish I caught in this trip. So we back to Beijing and for spend about 7.5 hours ride, 2 hours due to no ticket. So we have the ride. Okay, and the government sent us a bus, took us from Jinzhou to Wuhan, so we can catch the bullet train back to Beijing. Because I got a connection from Beijing, and one of one developer in our downtown LA. He want to meet me to see the potential, to see any investment in my neighborhood. So that's a very important appointment, meeting. But more important thing is this, and their friend connection with the Beijing Fengtai district. Fengtai district is 2.2 million population, and they invite us to stay in their 钓鱼台. I
was there
hotel.
once. Yeah, last summer I was there. Yes.
Yes, and the first time we have a chance, including my colleague, can stay in Beijing only for the foreign world leader, and we have a chance to stay there.
Yeah,
So
I remember that was the BRIC 5. The BRIC 5, that conference, right?
Yes, and so we have a chance to stay one night in 钓鱼台 resort, and next day we have a meeting with Fengtai district, and they show us the interest to be a sister city with us. Don't forget, now we are going to have a Beijing capital of Fengtai district, 2.2 million of population, to be a sister city with the West Korea.
And also Fushun.
Fushun, yes, Fushun is potential friendly city again, and what I'm saying here is, they show us about Lugouqiao, the Lugo Bridge. They show us about their so-called Chinese Garden Museum, and it's very impressive. It's a beautiful museum. You guys should take a look, because they use the ancient painting, and they make 3D, and they make exactly duplicate of ancient China garden design.
All right, my dear audience, what a trip. Today I have this exciting opportunity to chat with my good friend Tony Wu, council member of West Covina. Also, he's a banker, he's a developer, and he's a film artist, and he got a major in film. Anyway, so putting everything together, you really portrayed a brand new elected officials who see things in a business way, in an artistic way, in a people way. All right. So let's take a very short moment out. Now that we mentioned the people's way, so people way. So we probably want to find out, people to people, at that level, what have you found as the differences, and the similarity, and together what they can do. Stay with us, please. Hello, my dear friends, my lovely audiences. Welcome back to the show. As a matter of fact, it's a discussion, a share between me and my good friend, Tony Wu, council member of the city of West Covina, where we headquarter, right? And also he's a land developer, he's a banker, and he's a film artist. Altogether, he's one of the kind of elected official that sees things in a business way, in a people-to-people way. Of course, by the way, artistic way, right? Speaking of the people way, all these 2 trips to China, once in June, once in September, and you went to several cities, you see lots of people. What did you see as Chinese people and American people in common?
Yeah, see, so 35 years, never been in China. Certainly this year in June and in September, I went there 2 times. and they were traveling thousands of miles, okay, and starting with southwest of district, and then went to the northeast of district, so, and the center of Jinzhou. So basically, I take the sample of almost entire China.
Yeah, sampleize.
Yeah, so this sample in this district, we southwest close to Vietnam, and the northwest close to North Korea, and the center close is the Yangtze River, okay, basically, you see the sample of the people, and including my two colleagues. My two colleagues has no Chinese culture like me, so their eyes very innocent and blank to see the firsthand about China and what the concept about China and now what the reality you see. And so when we have a foreign or meeting with those government officials and we discuss, everybody say something, okay, and my colleague basically say something very impressive. By the way, I'm become a translator for them. Some of their translators is not really that good. So I said it's okay.
You act as a translator.
Not only the caretaker, I'm a translator too. So for this translation and what they say is this: they're very impressed. They're impressed about what the construction, what's the improvement of China, and how open the Chinese people, and then how friendly the people around, and they all want to make friends. And the most important thing, what they say is this: the people in China has no different than the people in the United States. They're all chasing the same dream. Okay, the peaceful, the safety, okay, the improvement and the better life. There's no difference, okay? And nobody has that ideology, but just try to pursue a better life, not only for them, but for their children. So that's what they're about. And they say they want to bring back, okay, regarding all this finding, all this, okay, impression to all their peer. Don't forget their connection, okay, and their group is totally different than my group or my people. So meaning my group, my people is more Asian, and their group is more Caucasian. So in that way, they have a strong, I think, the dent to make sure all this information can bring back. And that's what this trip about, to understanding each other, to make friends rather than make enemy. If you're not going there, you're thinking about China just potential enemy. But when you go over there, you say, we should be friends. Let's work together.
You see people.
You see people. You see
people same as you.
Correct. You see people. You hang out with them. You eat with them, and how they take care of you, and you see around. And that's the most important thing.
That said and that understood, right? However, we're talking about two different cultures, two different systems in which people grow, right? In people live. So what do you see as different between the two people?
I think, the one thing is this, my delegation, my colleague, or my teammate, we went there, I went there the second time. So the first time I already changed my mind of the concept about China. Don't forget, I original from Taiwan. And I have some kind of a stereotype thinking about China as a totalitarian regime and people cannot have a freedom to speak and all that. So, but when we went over there the first time, we found out they're pretty open, can talk, Yes, they can say something that I feel like, are you sure you can say this in China? So a lot of things is different concept. I understand, there's totally two different systems. China still can become more and more, try to control their media, control their people get together, they have their issue. But what we feel is this: as we not judge their system. Let the people over there to decide what kind of life they want to have.
Yeah, they feel comfortable. We'll let them do it their way.
We shouldn't try to say, hey, you shouldn't have that. We shouldn't be judgmental. So as long as you can keep your people safe, you can keep your people happy. You live in your way. But we won't choose that kind of a living in the United States. We still prefer what we have. Maybe a little bit messy, maybe a little bit chaos, maybe a lot of maybe drama, but that is the life system we choose. And I enjoy the United States the system. Without United States, this system, I have no chance to become a city councilman. I cannot even give my idea to show them what I can do for them.
Yeah, that reminds me of a quote from Donald Trump yesterday or day before at the UN Council. and he said that we are not here to impose American way of life. We want just to show you one way of living. Probably you will follow, that's it. It's your job, you decide to follow, to copy, it's your job. We just want to introduce one way of living, something like that.
Correct, okay, and the way our, principle and the trip for us to go over there basically is to make friends. We're not over there try to influence them anything. We're here, we go there, you try to be, something positive to help each other. For example, business, the trip, I really want to see any business people, CEO or big business, they're interested to invest in my city. I want to invite them to come to my city to take a look. Second thing, make friends, make connection, and to understand each other and invite them. So right away when we come back, I send an invitation approved by my city council to invite Fengtai, Beijing Fengtai, their delegation.
It's a big district, yeah.
Yes, it's this. Beijing is about 20 to 30 million population. You cannot rule this big of city. So it's like a province. So it's like province and they divide the 8 district. It's like a city. Then this A city, each one is a 2-3 million population. Fengtai is one of the biggest city or district. They have their own government. They have their own system, and they are independent. So they can do the sister city with us. So that we invite them, and then they will come November. Yeah, so it's all set. The November delegation will come to West Covina. We will sign the intention to be a sister city.
Wow.
And yes, so this is a very big thing because we are the only city in the United States almost have a sister city with Beijing.
And also they have lots of money.
They have lots of money.
They have lots
That's
of
just
money.
too much. That's why I'm so happy.
Almost unlimited resources.
Unlimited resource at Beijing. And plus we can do the student exchange.
Why don't you push them or drag them into the center? You have a center. You have a commercial center project,
It's
right?
done. It's done. It's done. I posted on my Facebook yesterday. One of the big developer in China already building a 40-story high-rise building in downtown, and I already have meeting with 2. And I went to Beijing this trip and has a chance to went to his headquarters. It's called Jialong Jituan. It's a Jialong development group, and then I met their president, and we build a relationship. And I say, why not come to my city, take a look. So when I come back, their CEO, USA CEO, in downtown LA, and came to my office yesterday. So I gave her a presentation. I put on my Facebook too. Everything's transparency. Everything I talk, I want my resident to understand. Everything is open book. So I gave her a presentation, talk about my downtown, talk about BKK, talk about 10 freeway, and they're very impressed. And they say this is a magnificent opportunity.
Actually, this visit is a very fruitful visit.
Oh, unbelievable. This is a very successful, more than my expectation. I feel like, see, if you don't walk out, if you just worry about this and that, nothing will happen.
And also, this is not taxpayers' money.
Nope.
It's a paid trip.
Oh, yes.
You see the magic? You see the magic, right?
Yes.
Somebody else's money for you to come do business with them, and you end up doing business with them.
Correct.
As a city.
Basically, on the Facebook the first day, and I say we are going to slow boat to China. And by the way, at the end, I say this trip basically costs taxpayer nothing, all paid by the host of China.
Yeah.
So I post over there, and I started post all the itinerary. But when I came back, the first thing I got complaint from one of my disgruntled resident that maybe I don't know who the heck he is, but it's okay. He just say he complained to LA Times, St. Gabriel Tribune, and the FPPC. FPPC is an agency.
What is he complaining for?
Complaining about how can I accept a trip to China and without reporting gift for $470. We as a elected official, we only can accept one group more than $470 gift.
So have you gotten any gift of that value?
No. gift, including the traveling, the airplane ticket, the mail, the this. And this trip is more than 470. I think this trip will maybe cost about $5,000, for this round trip. But basically it's paid by all government, local government. Each government, when we went there, they arrange all the transportation, they arranged and this. And before I went and I took this trip, I already did the research. See, I already prepared potential will have many issues. So I sent the FPPC. FPPC is an agency, is controlled the elected official, make sure they do not do the embezzlement, this and that. They have a teeth, they have enforcement. They can prosecute you. So they send a letter say we receive a complaint, please explain. So for that, since before I took this trip, I already researched and I sent the FPPC regarding how much we can accept if we get invited and how much we have to pay from our pocket. And the finding is this: as long as it's paid by the foreign government, it's government to government, and your trip is about interchange about your cultures, business development, and CEO, and recruit the business to United States, and try to understand both sides. And it's unlimited.
Yeah, that's a plus.
It's a plus. It's unlimited. It's unlimited. So the finding is unlimited. So basically, my trip is exactly identical for what they described.
Okay, very good. Very good.
So I just sent this finding, plus I have an invitation, plus everything be paid by the local government, certified by the organizer.
All right.
I sent to them, and next day I receive it. Say case closed.
So, case closed.
Okay.
All right, my dear friends, my lovely audiences. With my good friend Tony Wu, I'm having a good time talking about his trip to China, and they were very successful and fruitful trips. We started to see results already. Let's take a very short moment now. When we come back, we'll put the trips together with the West Covina, see what's going to change, what's more going to be seen to the public eye. Stay with us. Hello, my dear friends, lovely audiences. Welcome back to the show, Jack Zhao on the East-West Show with my good friend Tony Wu, council member of West Covina, and he is also a banker, a developer, and film artist. So he recently went to 2 trips to China, and both 2 trips, the visit, were so successful and fruitful, and it ended up with a sister city story gonna happen this coming November when they come here to officially synchronize it.
Correct.
Right. Very good. And representing the city, you have to hear voices from everywhere, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then you satisfied the question about the gift, and after research, did you publish the feedback of the research, say unlimited, and it's totally okay, totally legal, right?
Yeah, basically, FPPC finding is if this trip is a business trip, is for the promoting your city, and then you have a government to government relationship, and basically you want to do the cultural exchange, education, and maybe even recruit the business from the both sides. In that way, if the government pay for it, it's unlimited. Same thing too. Our government invites some of foreign country, government of city government official, something to visit United States to try to build a relationship. It's similar. We do the same thing too.
Yeah, you're gonna host them.
You're going to host them.
You can host them, the same thing.
Same thing.
On a government level, right?
Correct, because you invite government to government.
There's nothing on the concrete, councilman, councilwoman, whatever, their personal part, no.
No, okay. And another thing is I make it so open, I make it so obviously, for people to, review our trip is I post on the Facebook. And everything.
It is transparent.
Transparency.
Transparent.
And not only that, I really want my residents to see what I see. I really want them to see what China's, what this trip's about, what people, and what we're doing. And I think, that's education.
The way I see it, you left a long tail there, that the tail will all come back to West Covina.
Correct. correct.
Yeah, all right.
And, not only that, okay, and when I post, I have so many of residents I don't know, they're starting feedback. They ask me questions. They say, how fast the train? How long from there to there? Okay, what is museum about? Why I never know this museum? What city is this? I never heard about this city. How can they have so many million of people living over there? Okay, so it would become very educational. So every time I just feedback, I just write back for them. So I become a commentary, okay, and I become a so-called traveler.
That's why people call you the Donald Trump West Covina. Only you don't tweet. You Facebook.
Well, I think I have better communication with people. Okay.
Very good. There's so much for the visit. There is something that always bothers me for quite some time.
Okay.
May I ask you, please?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The marijuana issue in your city has been quite a while. For some time, it was on a kind of like tit-for-tat balance or thing. So how did you or how did your people got that issue under control?
I think you have to understand that marijuana has been legalized in California. The state of California, we vote, okay, even I'm against it, but it's the people have spoken, okay, and then they agree, the bill is passed. Let marijuana right now become legal, not only for medical use plus recreation.
So recreational use.
Yes, so it's all legal, and not only that, you can smoke like a cigarette as marijuana in the state of California. So let create a gold rush. A lot of people want to make money from this marijuana legalization. So in every city, bombardment by lobbyists. They come to the city council, they talk, they try to persuade the city council, say, hey, your city is struggling with finance. Why not have a legalized, have a use cultivation? How about a dispensary? You're going to tax, you're going to have a lot of money. All this money can pay for the police, pay for the school and this and that. They try to kind of entrack you into open up, okay, for the city to unlimited and that. But the point is this, for me to see this issue is, right now the federal government still outlaw this use. So meaning any of this business cannot even open a bank account. So everything about this business is cash.
And they are limited to California. And out of the territory, you're still illegal. Right?
Oh, exactly. So in that way, okay, if you cannot open a bank account, and when you're doing the exchange, it will be cash. So you give them the marijuana, and they give you the cash.
Cash business.
Cash business, and you have a drug, you have a cash.
And then you are very close to corruption.
Potential, yes, but I'm more worried about crime. Okay, crime will be instantly will happen.
Money laundering?
No, robbery, homicide.
Oh, robbery, homicide, okay, prostitution, that kind of thing.
Yes, because if you have dispensary, if you go to see the dispensary, surrounding dispensary, you see the homeless people, you see the drug addicts over there, hang out, prostitution over there, then you have to send your police force to over there to try to clean up, and neighborhood starting calling the police. Your unlimited resource will be wasted, to be there, and the sky's the limit to spend all the kind of money that we don't have.
And to handle with that, to deal with that many problems, your law enforcement is kind of like in trouble.
People don't see, a lot of people say, well, just open, we can get taxes. But if you ask about most of residents, they may be okay to legalize marijuana, but they do not want marijuana dispensary or cultivation in their neighborhood. It's clearly just like you're drinking wine and alcohol, but you don't want the winery next to your house, because it creates maybe pollution and this and that.
Especially at the turn between illegal to legal, there is the outburst.
Yes.
There are outbursts people rushes to.
Yes, and another thing is this, if you look around, which city approved this cultivation? Right now, most of a lot of city, they say no. Only the city say yes, like Bowen Park, El Monte, La Puente, they okay. Or some city in the east side at a much more vast land, and they okay. Or the city really struggling and try to get the money they want to get into this business. But in West Covina, what I see, we have so many good business coming in. We do not need this business. We do not need this short-term money and create a long-term deficit. So in that way, I strongly against this. Luckily, Louis Johnson, the Councilman Johnson, changed his vote. So I want. So 3-2. Yes.
You tilted the situation.
I tilted the situation. Brought it back. So 3-2, and right away, this cultivation in West Korea not going to happen. West Korea still zero tolerance. Our city is still with dignity. We do not this kind of drug money. We are not drug dealer. We want to tell the children, don't do drug. You cannot do drug. I went to college as a fine art master degree student in Cal Arts. I saw young kids doing this whole day. This is not going to be productive for our young children.
This is going to be a long run or long going problem. Last time I went to Venice Beach, on the beach, you see there are green shops, right? And come in, relax, whatever. Those I learned later are the marijuana station. Do you want to go in for quote unquote relaxation?
Why I'm so against this drug? When I was in the college, I did experiment. I inhale. I try it. I don't like it. Or that time I was young. I just get into the situation. I know what this effect is. But why I'm so against right now? Because there's so much to the young people. And if you're 21 adult, you want to do the marijuana, or you want to do alcohol, it's your freedom, and your private time. But the children, the 14, 13, 12 years old, and this is going to suck them into it. And so young to get into this kind of environment is not healthy. But the most important thing, you have to understand, as a Chinese background, the 19th century, China have opium war.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
And if people don't understand, I explain to my colleague. I say you have to understand the history of opium war. Basically, it's the same thing too. You have a non-productive resident, citizen in your country. Everybody whole day just smoking this and they get high. And this is what the worry I have is the potential. Young people just continue, just like they play computer game, they do this a whole day, this, and now they're looking for something a better life, something much more excitement, the real life to go outside. So hopefully, my after-school program will attract the children, stay in the school.
And yet you don't give them a negativity to drag them down.
No.
Right?
You want to give them confidence, singing, dancing, performing art, trade school.
And thank you very much, Tony, for standing strong, for holding your chin high on this issue. We won, right?
Yes.
Thank you very much. And my dear audience, we're a little over time, but I'm happy we did it. So with my good friend Tony Wu, council member of West Covina, also a land developer and a banker and a film artist. He has everything put in one. And yet he sees business, he sees politics in a business way, and he handles this in the right way and deal with it in the people-to-people way. And I believe things are just starting, and you will see more. And he just started his third year already.
Not yet. November will be the third. December will be 2 years, and after December starting.
So yeah, we started. We can't wait to see that. All right, stay with us. We'll be back next week talking about his other issues with the city. All right. So for this time, until then, we say goodbye to you.